keep your head. Hey, everybody. Hey, welcome to My Curvy Life. My name is Fonda Cross, and I am your host. I want to bring you also greetings from our co-host, Miss Latanya and Lasagna Jones, who will be loving on you from the audience, viewing all of your comments and welcoming you into this entity. Hopefully, everyone is enjoying or have enjoyed their day. Every day is a blessing to still be above ground, y'all. Let's give God praise and thanks for just still being in the land of the living, all right? Because it's definitely a privilege, all right? So, yes. Um, I just want to say thank you all, of course, every time I can or as much as I can for being a part of this entity. I thank you for supporting my brand. Curve, also supporting this show, My Curvy Life. This is where you can come into this community. You can talk about your entrepreneurship, share your life's journey. If you want to cook for us, you can do that too. If you just want to come in for life experiences, a life coach, to just put some drop some nuggets on us and some positiveness, because that's what it's all about, is sharing and helping and inspiring others. All right, thank you, community. I appreciate you. And the community doesn't stop here. This is globally. All right. I am welcoming guests from all over. All right, any story that you want to tell and you want to share with us. This is about promotions, entrepreneurship, sharing, and collectively just, being positive. All right. So thank you all. I appreciate you all for your support. Do not forget Mary Kay Cosmetics, y'all. Come on. It is spring. It is hit. I think today's the first day of spring, y'all. Time to get that skin spring ready for that summer. All right, you guys already know I am a skin coach with Mary Kay Cosmetics, a consultant, and I am always working to get that skin into a better condition. It's very healthy to have a skin regimen, y'all. So let me be that one to serve you with Mary Kay Cosmetics. I also want to make a few announcements. Um, upcoming. This is a personal announcement here. I am having a birthday dinner, gathering, party, whatever you want to call it. If you want to come out and share with me on April 13th, I'm going to be having that on Saturday, April 13th at 7 p.m. It's going to be at the Texas de Brazil restaurant located downtown off of 10th and Capitol. I would love to have you join me. I do need your RSVPs by the 30th of March because there are reservations that I have made and I need to make sure I have a proper amount of seating. I would love for you guys to come out and join me in the celebration of another year around the globe. I'm always appreciative and thankful for those that help me celebrate. I do want to let you know I kind of drag it out a little bit the month of April because you know what? Nobody can celebrate you better than you. All right. So, yes, I drag it out a little bit for the whole month. I am celebrating. I'm going to be giving back to the community. Speaking of which, I am having that spaghetti feed that I've been mentioning a few months back. Well, it's next month, April 20th. April 20th. And I am asking for the community's support, all right, in this endeavor. All right, you are welcome to make donations, or you can are welcome to make spaghetti. I'm looking for spaghetti makers. We need napkins, spoons. I'm going to give them a few garlic bread sticks, so I need some garlic bread sticks. And anything else, water, anything else that you may want to contribute to give to help feed the homeless. All right. I will be dropping my Venmo and also Cash App links in here so that you can make those contributions if you would like to. I'm taking, like I said, tangible donations as well, which would be, spoons and napkins and things of that nature. Let's make this a grand community event. I am looking to feed 100 or more. All right. We did this in November and it was a very big success. I thanked all my helpers that came out and helped me, those who donated. I'm looking for that same energy for this spaghetti feed. Let's jump into spring and keep those that are in need, those that are less fortunate than we, in our vision. All right. Let's see. I'm just not wanting to miss any. Oh, also October, I am planning a meet and greet for my brand, y'all. So for some of you that may not um know who I am, I mean pretty much everybody do because I'm a native of Omaha. I work at, a place where everybody comes. So I know a lot of you know me, but there may be some people that don't. And then even if you do know me, come out and support. It's always scary creating events because you're like, Lord, is anybody going to show up, Jesus? But I am going to believe and trust that I'm going to have some supporters out there that's going to come. I will be serving heavier nerves. This will just be a meet and greet. There's no cost. I am inviting everyone. I am going to have raffles. So to contribute to this endeavor, I'm going to ask everybody to purchase a raffle ticket just to have funds building for future events for the homeless. And also, y'all know I love working and helping our senior citizens living facilities. So keep that in your forefront. I'll be, of course, speaking on that as we go along, reminding you, save the month because there's no date yet. So save the month, October. I think that'll be a great month to be able to come together. So as you know, we do have a special guest, and I am so excited always for my special guests. I first also want to say, if you know anyone that will be interested in coming on this show, My Curvy Life, please have them contact me. Let's get it set up. Let's get it worked out, and let's get it going. I am constantly always looking for a special guest. All right. So nothing happens without you. So always remember that in any entity, nothing happens without you. So thank you so much for your support. So tonight, before I let our special guest in, I'm just going to read a little bit about him in the bio that he sent me. Hopefully, my other device won't be acting up on me because sometimes it likes to do that, especially when I'm live. So, so let me get that pulled up here. Hopefully, everyone is enjoying themselves. It's spring, y'all. It's spring. So today we have Mr. George Turner, also known as GT or GT Dine, is a Christ follower, father, business owner, podcast and radio show host. He has dedicated his life to serving others through the talents and resources he's been blessed with. He does this through his music and serving the community through events and outreaches. So let's go ahead and get Mr. Turner in, and let's just give me just a second. Well, hello there. Can you see me and hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can see you. I can hear you.
All right. All right. Well, welcome to My Curvy Life.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. I know you had my
You
brother.
kind of going in and out there.
Oh. How's this? Is it better?
Okay, I can hear you, but there's a little delay. But I'm just letting you know. Go ahead on. Let's see what we can get.
Okay. Yeah. So I was just saying thank you for having me on the show. I know you had my bro DJ Flyness, also known as Ramon, on the show a couple weeks ago. So he extended, like you said, you're looking for guests, and we've been building together since 2017. Love that dude and everything he does for the community, everything he does for our fellowship, and I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Oh, you are welcome. Thank you for reaching out. I'm happy to have you on the show. I love meeting new people. I love allowing you guys to share what you do. We're going to jump right in.
Yes,
So
sir.
in reading your bio, I kind of wanted to know a little bit more about. Did you grow up here in Omaha? Are you from Omaha? Where you
Nah,
from?
I feel like I'm one of the probably most cultured people that I've met in Omaha. I was born in California, Anaheim, California. Lived there until like the third grade. We moved to Las Vegas, so we stayed in Vegas for a year, and then mostly grew up in St. Louis. So
Yeah.
from fifth grade until I graduated high school, I was in St. Louis. Spent some time in Southeast Iowa, and I've been in Omaha since 2011.
Wow, yeah, you are multicultural there. You didn't been a few different places.
Right.
Okay. And that's great. You know what I'm saying? It's nice to have, different cultures come together and share just life experiences. So you are an entrepreneur. I see you got a lot of things going on. The podcast. Let's talk a little bit about that. What is the podcast all about? What do you share with us?
So the podcast, our humble podcast, my fiance co-host Christina started with me last year. So it's been just over a year now that we've been doing this podcast, and basically we just interview people in the community who are doing work to serve the community. We tape at PAO, which is a public broadcast station, so it's on community television, and we also upload that to all your podcast platforms. It's on Spotify, Apple Music. I'm pretty sure it's on the Google, whatever their music is, or whatever their podcast platform is. It's also on YouTube, and we upload to Rumble too.
Well, you make sure you drop that information when this is airing. You drop that information in the comments so that people can find you guys and tune in to your podcast. Now, you said here also that you enjoyed music. So, are you a DJ or do you create music, or what is it that you exactly do when it comes to music?
Yeah, so I am involved in music in a few different ways. I'm a Christian hip hop artist. That's how I connected with DJ Flyness. He DJ'd at a show. We kind of rubbed elbows because there's not a whole lot. Actually, there are a whole lot of Christian artists that are making hip hop in Omaha. But that's one of those like best kept secrets, right? Omaha's got a lot of those best kept secrets. There's people out here making holy music for God, and it doesn't sound corny. At least I don't think it does. uh,
Right, right. I feel you.
yeah. So from that fellowship, we started the Humble Kings radio show, which is a Christian hip hop radio show. Brought my bro T Barlow, which I think T should be hitting you up to be on the show also, if he hasn't already.
Okay.
So we got that Christian hip hop show, and then we got a whole little group of Christian hip hop artists called Humble Kings that we do a lot of community events. We do parades every year. We're always in that Juneteenth parade. Um,
Ah.
yeah, Miller Days, Benson Days, and we got a unique float. We do like a rolling concert, so it's a lot of fun. And then I also started. It's like right here, Good Vibes. It's a family friendly open mic. So yeah, right. But open mics like Omaha has a decent open mic, but a lot of them are just for adults. It's very rare to have one where there's no profanity and no like violence or drug or sexual references. So ours is explicitly family friendly. We used to do it at Sozo Coffee House. Now we're taking this brand outside of Sozo, and we want to just make it accessible to the community. We want to take it to different communities. We're going to be traveling this year. Pretty excited about it. Um,
Ah.
yeah, we want to go down to want to go to Mount Pleasant, Iowa. There's talks about possibly going to Texas. We'll be in Des Moines, Iowa. It would be really cool to get back to St. Louis. It's just kind of hard finding a venue that's going to sponsor us because a lot of these projects are passion projects that we invest into, but in the same sense, we don't charge for it. So you got to find that balance in what we're willing to pay for a venue if we're not making money off of it. So, and then also I forgot to mention Scattered Joy Acres. That one's coming up April 27th. This is gonna be a huge show. We're expecting 200 people to come out. We're gonna have vendors there. Um, we're gonna have the open mic. If you don't know, Scattered Joy Acres is a petting zoo, and they do animal therapy there. They got they got a zebra, they got kangaroos, you could pet a porcupine. They have sloths and goats and all sorts of stuff. This is like an amazing place to be, and we're excited about taking good vibes to Scatterjoy Acres, which they're out just Murray, Nebraska.
Murray, Nebraska. I was gonna say, now where is that?
Yep.
Murray, Nebraska. Now, how far is Murray, Nebraska away from here?
So listen, I know people in Omaha don't even like driving out west, but it's 30 miles south. It's not that bad. It's not that bad, and
So
it's
an
totally
hour
worth
away.
it. 30 miles south. So it's about 45 minutes.
Oh, 30, 45 minutes. Okay. Well,
Yep.
that sounds like a wonderful event. Now, Yuri, okay, so first of all, let me tell you, I do enjoy you guys' podcast.
Oh,
Ever
thank
since
you.
y'all crack me up, I'll be like, Lord, is they finna have a battle here or what? But
All the time.
y'all go, y'all, but I love it because at the end of the day, y'all are full of fun and laughs, but you do get real down and dirty about that message of the Lord. So,
Yes, ma'am.
I could appreciate that. I'm a singer myself, so
Okay.
I enjoy music, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about a story about me. Now, I grew up in it was called Vietnam Projects. Okay,
Mm,
so a lot of times back then, they used to do the rapping or the freestyling. You know what I'm saying? Where somebody just take it up and get to flowing. So
yep.
I know who can rap. Okay, because
Okay.
I'm used to that freestyling, but I don't rap myself. I wish I could, or I'll be killing it. But
Right.
I'm gonna stay in my lane and keep singing. Okay, so I enjoy DJs too. You guys, y'all bring the hype. Brother Ramon, for my event that I'm having in October, I'm working. Are you the one that I had talked to about the hall that I wanted to you mentioned it earlier, the coffee?
Sozo Coffee Shop.
Was that you that I was?
I think so. Yep.
Okay, well, I got to get back with you because now it's in October instead of June. I just
Okay.
think October would be a better time. But I love that place. It's so cozy, and I just like the atmosphere.
Right.
That's a nice place. So, are you still rent? You still rent that out, right?
Uh,
For
I have
events.
connections for it. Yep.
Okay, well, the
I can
connections.
get you connected.
If guys are, if you're looking to, have a nice place to have something very, comfortable, and it's very nice. I really like it. I've been there several times for different ones events. So your passion obviously is Christ, and getting that message out, whether it be through music, whether it be through your podcast, the passion for your music. I want to talk a little bit about that. Okay, so you rap. Do you are you an engineer of music as well? Like, do you give beats and create music, or how much of that do you do?
Nah, I haven't. I haven't really dove deep into that. The producing of the music. Uh, I high school, I played saxophone, and all through growing up, my dad had me in the choir. I say all through, but it was like when we got into St. Louis, probably like a good 3 year window. I
Uh-huh.
sang in the choir, but when it comes to like curating the sounds, it's always been kind of a struggle for me. So it's not something that I've really dove. I haven't spent a lot of time curating that skill. I do some engineering on the side of recording and mixing.
Mhm.
Um, in my professional life, I'm a journeyman stagehand with the Local 42 International Association of Theatrical Stage Employees. It's the Stagehand Union. So all the big concerts that come through CHI and the Ralston Arena,
Oh,
those kind of venues, they're stagehands that set those up with the touring crews. So that production has always, not always, but it's a big part of my life. Um, as far as like working with the technology, I'm familiar with it, but the musicality of it, I don't have a big part to play into that.
not yet.
Right,
You keep connecting around here, you'll get it.
for sure.
So the podcast.
Yeah.
Now, is that podcast for audience interaction, or are you guys just interacting amongst each other to give information and share information with us?
Yeah, that's a great question. So the whole vision for the podcast is I wanted to start a project that I can pick up some new skills and tell meaningful stories. So
Oh,
right now we're live in the studio with our guests. So it's me, Christina, and another guest, and we just sit around and have a conversation. Basically, we want to get to know who our guest is and give them an opportunity to share their story. I think, we're a year into it now. We haven't had anybody come back for a second episode yet, but I feel like it's a really cool opportunity to kind of put a stamp on where our guest is at this current season in life, and then 5 years down the road, go back and have them come join us for a second interview and just kind of take a poll of how they've grown and progressed, and compare what they're doing now to what they're doing 5 years from now. So there's not a whole lot of audience engagement. Sorry. And there's also like it's real loose with how it's even distributed. So it's live every Sunday and Wednesday on KPAO. That's Channel 9 in Omaha, so people can find it there or on their website.
mhm.
And then when I get time, because I do have a lot of projects, I upload that archive. I think I'm just one episode behind right now. I upload that archive episode to like all our streaming platforms. So I think we're up to 19 episodes on the podcast and on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, do you have a YouTube channel?
I do,
Because
yep.
I know a lot of people could get to that, like myself. I'm not familiar with the TV channel, but I'm gonna be getting more into that, and Ramon is gonna be helping me. Little do he
Nice.
know, but
Yeah,
he's gonna help me.
Ramon's real familiar with this TV studio too. I think he probably even knew about it before I did. I just kind of I want to say I fell into it, stumbled across it, but it was God ordained. I was working with some friends last year who were working on a film project, and they had booked the studio out last January, and we had been looking for a way to produce this studio. We didn't have the equipment, we don't have a big budget to get the equipment. So finding the studio, it's like we're able to create the content and not have to pay a ton of money or spend a lot of time producing it. It makes a big difference.
Oh
Big
yeah.
difference.
Now, I'm an actress now, so if y'all need, I'm for real.
Okay.
I'm putting my own, dab in there. But I'm an actress. I love acting. I love positive environments. And this sounds like a real positive environment. Now, do you work with the youth at all? Because I think the youth would enjoy, like the gospel rap music, the entertainment, the discussions. I think that the youth would really probably fall into this real good. Do you work with the youth at all?
Not so much through the podcast, but on the Humble King side, for sure. We do a lot of community events. We're always looking to get involved with other community events. Through our partnership with First Student, we get into a lot of circles that we wouldn't have access to otherwise. But that's one thing that we definitely want to do in this new year,
Yeah.
2024, is get into a lot more of those circles where we're able to come out and perform at youth events. There's a project, I don't know if I should be talking about it, but T Barlow and myself, I'm going to talk about it anyway. T Barlow and myself, we are developing this project called Beats.
Ah,
Uh, is it Brilliant? Black, educated, and talented students, where we're gonna take a cohort of we have the capacity right now for 10 students. I don't know if we'll find 10 students that are into hip hop that want to come and just go through a development workshop with us. It's going to be a 14-week course. We're going to teach the kids pretty much everything about music curation. We're going to help them produce some songs. We're going to get them photo shoot, just really walk them through that full artist development. And then at the end of it, we're gonna host a what did he call it? Symposium, I think. Basically, a conference about music, and then we're going
cool.
to put on a them like actually host a concert. I think this is gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh man, it sounds like something I might want to get it be doing, but just said it for the youth, and I'm way older than that. Those days are gone. But I love it.
That's
I
funny.
love it. I love community events. I love, anything that's going to bring us together in a good vibe. Now, I wanted to know if anybody wanted to reach you guys, anybody was looking, for everything that you've discussed so far, how would they find you? Like,
Yeah.
do you have
So
email or web page?
yeah, I would just encourage people to connect with me on Instagram or Facebook. It's GT Dine, GTDYNE, music with the Q on both platforms. Or if they want to email, I'm just gonna say good vibes. I think it's goodvibes402 at gmail.com. Um,
Okay.
yeah, and then I also have my link tree posted on both platforms, which has links to my music, links to Good Vibes, Humble Kings. I think the Humble Kings website's in there, and my social media channels also.
I wish I would have gotten a video or two from you so that we could have showed here while we're doing this interview. We'll have to do that
Yeah,
another time. But I
yeah.
like to kind of feature, the guests if they do have gifts and talents and all the things that you're saying you're doing. I'm sure you got some videos out there that we can go check out, right?
There are some videos. I'll say I haven't really invested in getting some professional videos made. Like I don't have any music videos out. I actually don't even have any albums out. I have one single that's been released. Ronin is on Spotify, and I've worked on a couple tracks that I've featured on. But for the most part, 2018 life took a turn, and my priorities shifted to really having to provide for my family. So I kind of put the artistry on the back burner
Hmm,
to focus
hmm.
on making sure I was providing a good foundation for my kids. Is getting to that point now that things at home are for the most part shored up, so I can invest a little more into the artistry. And I've also been learning a lot along the way. So this year again, 2024, I think there's going to be some big things happening. Music videos is definitely something I want to get produced. I do have some videos of like performances that I've done that have been like recorded on a cell phone. Not
That's
super
okay.
professional quality, but it works, right?
Hey, I'm a TikToker, honey. I am enjoying the fact that I can go on TikTok because I've always wanted to do commercials. I've
Okay,
always, wanted to do little snippets of things. So TikTok has provided me with that opportunity
right,
to do that. So I am definitely enjoying it. I think, you start somewhere. You know what I mean? Sometimes, you got to grow. But
right,
I'm enjoying where I'm at. So hey, if you can get it out there on TikTok, before they shut it down, you know what I mean? Because
right.
they definitely try to do that. So get as many as you videos as you can out there. But I love it. I love everything about what you guys are doing. The
Thank you.
entertainment, the music, the DJing, all of that. You know, I think it brings flavor and flow to the community, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. I definitely support your podcast. I get on
Thank
there,
you.
y'all be ignoring me. I'll be like, "Hello," and this and that. And don't nobody say nothing to me, but
I try
well,
to comment when I see it. I try.
yeah, yeah, Ramon, he'll say hi to me, but you know what I mean. But y'all be going, y'all crack me up, y'all. And if
We
I'm not mistaken, I think you the one with the most firecracker in you, if I ain't mistaken.
but between me and T, for real, it's a little neck and neck.
Yeah, y'all crack me up. I'll be like, oh gosh, they getting ready to throw down, and then all of a sudden y'all laughing, and but I
Yeah,
love it. I love it.
it's a beautiful dynamic that we have, that we're able
Yeah,
to come and do this. There's not a whole lot of pressure in this platform, which is one of the things that we love, that allows us to keep doing it. If it was overly produced and we had, all this structure and rigorance to it, we probably wouldn't be doing it anymore. We actually just brought it back too. But that's one of the cool dynamics that we don't always see eye to eye. But at the end of the day, it's a good
yes,
example of how we can disagree tactfully, and the
yes.
relationships are still intact.
It's great. I love it. Y'all crack me. Like I said, y'all crack me up. Well, I'm so excited about everything that you guys got going on. So this is what your assignment is going to be on the Curvy Life platform. My my show. I want you to drop information. If you guys are doing something, having something, drop it out there so that the community can see that and we can support you. You
Okay,
know, because that's what this platform is all about, is bringing and bridging the gaps between the communities. I think during the pandemic, it kind of did us like this.
yeah,
So I'm trying to get it like this, and I'm trying to make sure there's a platform where people can get information of what's going on. All right. So
for sure.
drop your when you guys are doing your performing, um anything of that nature. If you're looking for people to support this, that, or the other, drop it on the platform, on my platform. Okay. I'm giving you permission to do that, because if we don't see it, we don't know. You
For
know what I
sure.
mean? You
Yes,
know how
ma'am.
that is. So,
Absolutely.
but I'm excited. You guys are young men. Y'all are reaching out, and I definitely, anything that I could do to support you or get people to support you or know what you got going on, I want to be able to do that. All
I
right.
appreciate it. Yeah, I did send you some links in Facebook, so if you could share those in the show notes, would appreciate that for sure.
Yes. Pray for me, okay, Ramon. He trying to help me. He trying to help me get my technology together. I mean, I'm not really bad, but I'm not the greatest. But we working on it, okay.
For sure. No, I understand.
But it's been a pleasure. I want to ask you, and I ask all my guests to do this. At the end of the show, I ask you to give a positive word or message to someone who may be wanting to do what you're doing, and give them an encouraging word to persevere, push forth. What would you tell the audience in that capacity?
Yeah. So, a couple things. Um, be true to you. Whatever it is that you feel burdened with to pursue, do that. Don't try to copy like the newest fad. Don't try to tailor what you're doing off of someone else. Obviously, it's good to get inspiration from different avenues, but be
Mhm.
true to yourself, right? Because if you're trying to pretend to be someone else, it's not going to be authentic. You're not going to be able to connect with people. It's going to be hard to keep that up. Another thing that I'm going to say is I got 3 points. So the other one
Go
is,
ahead.
uh, sometimes life gives you lemons. Make lemonade. make the most you have, and I think regardless of what season that you're in, if it's an up season or a down season, stay consistent the best that you can. Sometimes it's a good time to let things go. That doesn't mean that you can't get back to it at another time, but uh, sometimes you just got to switch your focus. Make sure that you're taking care, have shelter, food, and transportation, right? All that stuff is super important. And if you don't have that, it's going to be really hard to execute at your top abilities. And then the other thing that I feel like a lot of people struggle with is trying to wait until everything is perfect before they get started.
Mm.
I heard a saying a few years ago that you don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to get great. So
Ha!
wherever you are, get moving, get started. It doesn't have to be perfect. Everything doesn't have to be all polished up, but you can always scale up if you start from some baseline, whatever your baseline is. You can always improve.
Wonderful. So I'm just going to piggyback a little bit. You
Yeah.
said be true to yourself, be authentic. Don't try to be like everybody else. Okay. And you said to just start. Everything may not be perfect when you start out, but just jump into it and get started.
Yes,
Right?
absolutely.
All right. And be consistent.
Be consistent, right?
I love it, guys. He gave us some golden nuggets. Let's take those golden nuggets and run with them. Okay. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. This was fun.
It was a lot of
You
fun.
can go back and tell Ramon, yes, she is crazy.
No,
I like to have fun, man. I
I
like to
see
have
it.
fun. I like I
I
like
was
to
looking
laugh
through
and
your page. I saw all the. It looks like you have a really good time.
I do. I'm I'm in my 50s, and for me, and I'm gonna say this really quickly. For me, starting the things that I've started here recently was timing for me. All
Yeah,
right, I'm
I
heading
agree with
into
that.
retirement, and when I in the latter years, my mindset wasn't quite developed, and then I was doing a whole lot. When the pandemic happened, it kind of set me down for a minute, and
Slowed
it
you down a
allowed
little bit.
me to kind of get the things rolling in my head of what direction I wanted to go in, and
Mm,
and the good Lord telling me this is what I want you to do. So I stepped out on faith. I did, with my thoughts, because a lot of times what we'll do, honey, we'll be sharing it with other people. Oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, and everybody's not going to be a fan of what you're trying to do,
nope.
nor will they even maybe support it.
Right.
But when the Lord puts it in your heart to do something, or in your mind and heart to do it, then you step out on that and you get going. All right. So I
Absolutely.
encourage you to stay with it, stick with it. You guys, it sounds like it's a good thing coming along. The concerts sound great. The gospel rap is wonderful because I love rap, but I like the message. I want that message
Absolutely.
to be positive.
Has
So
to.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you. Share whatever you need to share with me, and I will put it on the platform. Or if you want to go out on my platform and put it, you're more than welcome to do so. All right.
Awesome. Yes,
So
ma'am.
thank you. Thank you so much for coming on the show, My Curvy Life. Thanks you. And we're going to be looking forward to what you in the podcast and Ramon and all Barlow and all y'all got going on. Okay. We'll be looking forward to it.
Sounds
So
great.
thank you so much. I appreciate you. Please share with your friends and family this entity. Have them join the Curvy Life page, because I'm keeping it coming. Ain't no trying. I'm gonna keep it coming.
Keep it
All
going.
right.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
yes, thank you so much, and you have a good evening. Thank you for My Curvy Life for joining, and I'll be hopefully seeing what y'all got going on soon. All right. Good night.
Good night.
never be done. Optimistic. No matter how hard reality seems, just hold on.